Yes, children, good morning. Welcome back. We stopped the previous class, the second page of the lesson, when the carrier stumbles. Up to there it was completed. Let's continue from where we stopped earlier. All the passengers got down. The coolie put his hand on a huge wooden box and shouted, "Whose box is this?" So when finally the bus came to a halt, all the passengers got down somehow. The coolie put his hand on a huge wooden box. There was a huge wooden box there on the bus. The coolie put his hand and he shouted, "Whose box is this?" Bayaji, who was brushing away the dust from his body, answered, "Oh, it's mine. Please lower it down." It is kept generally, big boxes or big luggage are kept there on the top of the bus. So, when Bayaji was just brushing away the dust from his body like this, because it was a muddy road, there was dust all over his body. Bayaji was brushing away the dust from his body. He replied to the coolie, "Sir, it's mine. Please lower it down." Please lower it down means slowly lower it down so that I can take it. Like that he asked the coolie. The coolie heaved and grunted as he lowered the box, which Bayaji caught with ease. The coolie heaved and grunted with a lot of difficulty, because it was a very huge wooden box. The coolie was heaving, uttering a sigh, like that, and then making a low, rough sound. That is what is called grunting. Grunting is generally a word which refers to the sound made by a pig. But here grunting means making a low, rough sound. To himself, he was unable to pick up the wooden box and lower it down as Bayaji asked, heaving a sigh of relief, uttering a sigh of He grunted and finally he lowered it down, with which Bayaji caught with ease, without much difficulty. Ease means opposite of difficulty. Without much difficulty, Bayaji caught that wooden box, whereas the coolie had suffered a lot to lower it down. Bayaji had packed his entire household goods in this box. There was no longer any reason to hang around in Bombay. So, in that wooden box, Bayaji had packed his entire household goods. Total household goods he had packed there in that wooden box. So, it was heavy, but he caught it with ease. There was no longer any reason to hang around Bombay. To hang around means what? To stay in a particular place. There was no reason for him to stay back in Bombay now. Why? He had worked honestly for the past 35 years in the dockyard and had retired from service 2 months before. He had worked honestly for the past 35 years in the Bombay dockyard. Dockyard is a place where ships are built or generally repaired. Bombay dockyard, this man had been working for the past 35 years and he had retired from service after turning 60 years of age just 2 months before. He had stayed there to collect his provident fund amount, everything. So he had stayed for 2 more months and now he returned to his village in this bus. Not that he had held an important position. In the Bombay dockyard, he had not held any important position. He had merely got an extension for 2 years. Extension means prolongation in service. He got 2 years service. During that period, he had become a supervisor. During that period of extension of his service, he had become a supervisor. A person who supervises or closely observes the work done by the people under him, under his control, is called a supervisor. And he had got a promotion as a supervisor for 2 years. Otherwise, means before that extension as a supervisor, his entire life had been spent lifting heavy loads. He had spent his entire service there in the dockyard lifting very heavy loads on his head. That's the reason, that could be the reason how he could have held that wooden box very easily without much difficulty on his head when the coolie lowered it down. During that period, he had become a supervisor. Otherwise, his entire life had been spent lifting heavy loads. He had worked very hard whenever he could, day and night. Whenever he could, day and night, he had worked very honestly. Maybe because of the honesty only, he got an extension of 2 years as a supervisor. Otherwise, he would have ended his career just as an ordinary coolie in the Bombay dockyard. Bayaji had crossed 60 but was in sound health. Even though he crossed 60 years of age, Bayaji was in good health, sound health, perfect health. He had a sturdy frame right from birth, and hard work had given a well-formed shape to his strong body. He had a very sturdy frame, very strong and solid body. A very strong and solid frame he had. And moreover, hard work had given a well-formed shape to his strong body. Because of the hard work of carrying heavy loads on his body, on his head, maybe he might have got a much stronger shape to his strong body. He paid 15 paise to the coolie, put the box in which he had thrown pots and pans and sundry other things on his own head and began to walk in the direction of his house. And for lowering the wooden box, he paid 15 paise to the coolie. Put the box in which he had thrown pots and pans, means his cooking pots and other utensils and other household things, and sundry other things. Sundry means several other things, various other things. He put that box, that wooden box, on his head now and started walking towards his house in the village. As he reached Kadam's house, he saw Bhujaba coming towards him. Carrying that wooden box on his head, he reached Kadam's house. When he reached that Kadam, that's the name of a villager there, he saw Bhujaba coming towards him. Who was Bhujaba? Bhujaba was a known rascal of the village. He was a known rascal. He was almost a gunda, a rowdy cheater in the village. But of course, an upper caste person, Bhujaba Patil. Bayaji balanced the burden on his head. When he saw Bhujaba coming towards him, he just balanced the wooden box on his head and greeted him, greeted Bhujaba Patil. Straightening his neck, he said, "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you?" Just straightening his neck, balancing the weight on his head, he straightened up his neck like this, and sir, he greeted Bhujaba, "Greetings to you, sir. How are things with you?" Bayaji was a Mahar by caste, and according to age-old custom, he should have greeted Bhujaba with "My humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother." As I told you, Bayaji was a Mahar by caste. Mahar is a Dalit community in the state of Maharashtra. Okay, children, Mahars were Dalits, Dalit community in Maharashtra. Then their main occupations are wall mending, sweeping, or agricultural labor. What are the main occupations of this Mahar community, this Dalit community? Mending the walls, or agricultural labor, or sweeping. Sweeping the houses, or sweeping the floor, sweeping the roads, and other agricultural labor activities. These are the main occupations of the people of Mahar community. So Bayaji was a man belonging to this community, Mahar community. And according to age-old custom, what is called age-old custom? A custom which has been in practice for hundreds of years or for generations. Age-old. According to age-old custom, Bayaji should have greeted Bhujaba like this. In what way? By humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother. This is how he should have greeted Bhujaba Patil. My humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother. Salutations means namaskarams. So, but how did he greet Bhujaba? Greetings to you, sir. How are the things with you? That means he broke the age-old custom of greeting the upper caste people. So, when Bayaji merely said greetings, merely means just. When Bayaji merely just said greetings, Bhujaba became furious. Furious means very angry, because he belonged to an upper caste, Patils. He got very much angry. He became furious and said, do you think you can become a Brahmin merely by saying greetings? What, Mr. Bayaji? You think that you can become a Brahmin just by greeting me using the words greetings? By saying greetings, you think you can become a Brahmin? Only Brahmins have got that status to greet us in that way. After all, you are a Dalit. How can you greet me in such a way? You should have greeted me in this way, but you have greeted me in some other way, as if you are a Brahmin. Can you forget your position simply because you have turned a Buddhist? Okay, you have turned a Buddhist, you have embraced Buddhism. Just because you have turned a Buddhist, can you forget your position? What's your position in the society? Bayaji, don't you know that? He shouted at him. He was very much angry with Bayaji for just greeting him, saying, greetings to you, sir. Actually, he should have greeted Bhujaba by saying, humble salutations to you, sir, who are my father and mother. Bayaji was nonplussed. Nonplussed means surprised and not know what to do. Bayaji was nonplussed, surprised and not know what to do. Bayaji was nonplussed now. He was very much surprised at the outburst of Bhujaba Patil. Bayaji was surprised and not know what to do at the outburst of Bhujaba Patil. Why he started making such a fuss about that, he could not understand. For a moment, he was tempted to knock him down with his box, but realized that he couldn't afford to do so. Tempted means persuaded. Almost for a moment, he was tempted to knock him down. He wanted to knock Bhujaba Patil down with his box by throwing the box at him. Knock him down with his box. He was almost tempted. He was almost persuaded by himself, but realized he couldn't afford to do so. But he understood, he realized that he couldn't afford to get into a quarrel with an upper caste person. He couldn't afford to do that. Afford means be able to do, be able to spend or spare, be able to do. Besides, not only that, now he had come back to his village for good. What's the meaning of coming back for good? For permanently, coming back permanently to his village. Why? He had retired from his service after working for 35 years in the Bombay dockyard. He had turned 60, so he had retired from service. So he had to stay permanently there in his village. He had come back to his village for good. He was to spend the rest of his days on this soil and would be interred in the same soil. So the rest of his life, the remaining part of his life, he had to spend there in that village only, and after his death he would be interred in the same soil. Interred means buried. He would be buried in the same soil once he is dead. So what is the purpose or what is the use of getting into a quarrel with the upper caste people in the village? That's why it is said that he couldn't afford to do so. He would not be able to return to Pune or Bombay hereafter. He would not be able to go back to Pune or Bombay because he could not afford the expenses there of living there in big cities like Bombay or Pune. So he had to stay back his entire life, remaining part of his life there in that village. It was not a good policy to incur the hostility of anyone in the village, least so of the Patil, the village headman. So he thought it was not a good policy to incur the hostility. To invite the enmity of anyone in the village, least so of the Patil. Forget about anybody in the village. He thought it was not a good thing to invite the enmity of anyone in the village because he had to spend the rest of his life in that village. What is the use of getting into a quarrel with the other people in the village? That's why he thought better not to knock him down. He was almost tempted to knock him down, knock Bhujabha Patil down with his wooden box. But later he persuaded himself not to do so because he knew that he couldn't afford to do that. Because he was a Mahar by caste, a Dalit. It was not a good policy to incur the hostility means enmity, of anyone in the village, least so of the Patil, the village headman. Here Patil is not the Bhujabha Patil. Bhujabha Patil was one of the rascals who always move around with the village headman whose name is Kondiba Patil. That character we get in the next part, second part of the same lesson. The story is same, so it is divided into two parts. So to get into a quarrel with Bhujabha Patil will be a very bad thing because he was a very close associate of the village headman Kondiba Patil. Okay children, with that we come to the end of this part. The next remaining part will be continuing in the next class. Thank you.